Alright guys, we have another replay cast again from a ladder game. This is from Happy's stream, and he met INFI a couple of days ago. INFI's random, in fact. Map is going to be Echo Isles. INFI, as usual, is random. Happy, of course, undead. The ping that Happy has, 13. Oh my god, what? That's nice. Russia server. That gives actually not too bad of a ping to Chinese players, as far as I know. I can't check what ping INFI had, but it's probably going to be around somewhere between 90 to 160. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how much, but very low ping for Happy, so that's pretty sick. This is going to be Altar Ziggurat into Crypt. It leads to the fastest possible Death Knight, presumably. Every single chop of the ghoul in the early game is accounted for. There is no chop wasted. Ghoul chops 2 lumber per chop. A tree has 50 HP, 50 lumber, let's say. And so you need to chop 25 times, which is 2.5 return trips in order to fell a tree. It's going down. I'm yelling timber. You better move, you better dance. There's the graveyard. And behind this, it looks like it's not as refined as on some maps where he's specifically making space for like a slaughterhouse or so. Sometimes you'll see an undead quickly chop one tree because the graveyard needs to go there. You can also speed up chopping a tree by alternating lumber mining together with attack commands. It doesn't cost you any lumber income. You're just killing the tree quicker because an attack command also deletes some lumber from the tree, some HP. 1, I believe. Sometimes when you need a graveyard very quickly in the ideal spot, your initial goal needs to do that alternating chop. Alright, Death Knight comes out. The Acolyte Shepherd had failed his duty to protect this sheep, and the sheep has gone down. Might as well summon skeletons from it. As the Death Knight opens with a coil to start the mana regeneration resource income as quickly as possible. Favorite items here are going to be including Circlets of Nobility for the Death Knight and for the Lich later, and Claws of Attack. Claws of Attack is great on ranged heroes because they have really high uptime for auto attacks. But it's pretty good for a Death Knight early game anyway, as it does make him creep faster as well. Creep stat. We have also information right now that INFI did indeed spawn as random orc. And we saw a Farseer and we saw creeping. And what we know, that's what Happy knows. And Happy may know more based on intuition, right? We now have the Acolyte continuing the scout path, making sure to check some of the most common spots. He sees that Farseer is doing the most vanilla creep route, which is the same one which is the same one that Happy is doing. And funnily enough, at equal speed, even though Orc is making units and, well, Happy didn't have any units. But that's the power of the Rod of Necromancy, which is why you start every game with a shop 5 seconds before your altar is finished, so that you can pick it up on the way out. And it's just made more efficient by the Acolyte killing the corpse, so you don't need to wait next to it. Killing the sheep to get the corpse, that is. Corpse is lasting quite a long time. Yeah, very tasty, Lord Machina. Thanks. So now he's going to try to keep all of his skeletons alive as long as possible, making sure to tank on each one equally to the degree possible. So that you deal more damage and you don't take as much on your Death Knight. So we saw Headhunters from INFI, which means most likely INFI is playing for tier 3. Headhunters are okay for a while, but they get 100 bonus health from the Berserker upgrade at tier 3. And that is very crucial to prevent them from getting killed too easily by Coil and Nova. Therefore, it's quite rare to see Headhunters and then a tier 1 expansion or a tier 2 expansion, but it is not impossible. If the Orc uses Headhunters to jumpstart the early game and have some ranged units that don't take as much damage from enemy shots because they're further away, and then you do like an expansion into some kind of tier 2 mix, that can be quite nice. This is an emergent strategy that Happy developed going up against Dark Ranger, going up against Headhunters. It's a very quick Dark Ranger, high pressure style. In my infamous show match against Happy, where I nearly won 3-1, but I ended up losing 2-3, where I pioneered the Headhunter build. He was still fully on a fast tech and a Lich second. But he's been playing this for a really good while now, and you can see why. It's really easy to kill Headhunters. Oh, Naga Sea Witch. Alright, alright. I was gonna say without any counter pressure on your Fiends because of the mobility advantage. And I guess to a degree that is still true. That Fiend went around the corner, Naga lost vision, and that is the power of the Naga Sea Witch. She is slow. But to be fair, he was actually tier 2 expanding. I'm not surprised. INFI is a very macro-oriented player. And just his positioning and zoning on this place. That's a dead Naga. I'm not surprised. So, a very early power hero with Naga. We call her good early game, but this didn't look good, right? She died practically instantly upon finding the enemy. Oh, he really needs to bring extra peons. He needed to have brought extra peons, or he is now going to lose this Great Hall. I like the Farseer 3, sending wolves after fiends so they can't stand still and get shots in. I think... Oh, there are the peons, yeah. I think he brought them early enough to actually save this. All the 3 fiends, none of them have died yet. They're going home. Ah, burrow. Didn't lose the burrow, he cancelled it. But look at how many skeletons he can create from these peons. All 3 fiends survived, which is incredible. Watch another undead do the same thing, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna lose at least 1 fiend. So, expansion survives. He killed Naga Sea Witch. Did he kill a grunt? No, oh no, wait, there were no grunts. He killed maybe 2 headhunters, Naga Sea Witch, 3 to 4 peons maybe, and then 1 burrow cancel. And he lost nothing except time, mana, and health. Opportunity cost. So now we see. So I've been trying to play exactly what INFI is playing, but INFI is doing it differently. When I realized that Happy is going Dark Ranger second and losing a good measure of games against it, a good amount of games, I started thinking, okay, I make up to like anywhere between 3 to 5 headhunters. I then abandon them because he's like choosing another hero second in order to go up against it. He's changing his build, right? No Lich second. So how about I abandon headhunters? I do take that fast tier 2 expansion. I buck the trend of going to tier 3 quickly, which creates predictable timings and weak timings for the orc, to be honest. And then I switched into, and I think I did Grunt Shaman. Shamans to purge silence and or skeletons, and to provide lockdown, and grunts because in theory, though not in practice, they're good against fiends. And you just need some meat shield. They do pretty good damage against fiends, and they're tanky. They don't provide as many corpses and deaths to make the Dark Ranger get so many skeleton corpses. But it looks like INFI made 2 changes. He went Naga second. That's 1 change. And he went for the bestiary tech with raiders, which will lead him to also have access to Kodo Beast. Good scouting with wolves, constantly aware of where Happy is. Okay, so this is going to devolve into lame style. Lame style. Raider attack here on the altar. He's gonna lose all 3 raiders, I think. And he's not gonna get the altar. That is interesting. So that cost Happy almost nothing. He's at maxed food, killed 2 raiders and a grunt. He only lost mining time and repair cost. He gave some pillage away if INFI had pillage like he should. But it's not like Happy has been slowed down in his timing all too much. His Lich never got cancelled. His bank, his income is pooling up. If anything, the only thing it did is delay Happy's counter expansion a little bit. So that was pretty yikes. And Naga is such a poorly scaling late game hero. Lich is now out. Counter expansion started. So yeah, Happy is going to have about 3,000 to 4,000 gold less from his expansion. Maybe I would say like, yeah, there's more than a 4-minute difference. Yeah, I would say 3,000 to 4,000 gold less. But he's already just killed 2 raiders and a grunt. The Naga before the peons, that's at least 1,000 gold. Then his hero levels are better. His hero choices are better. So INFI also is on a Stone Age type of tech. Axes and spears. Alright, we saw lots of consumables on the Farseer. Heal Scroll, Wand of Mana Steel, Invul, TP. Happy now gone over 50 food. No Banshees yet that we can see. No Destroyers yet. And very little scouting. He's not quite aware of what INFI might be getting. And I'm trying to brainstorm here what would be the great ultimate army. The ultimate army against Undead would be something like Bloodlusted Torrents with Envenomed Spears, Wyverns. A Kodo, a TC third. You could consider Shadow third for Naga, Frost Arrow, and Hex Focus Fire on the Death Knight. But that usually falls flat on its face because of Frost Armor, the Ring of Protection on the Death Knight, running away, Devour Magic on the Hex.
Greetings, friend.
So TC makes more sense, but there's almost nothing left to creep for the TC. We've got the turtle camp in the bottom left and the bottom right, and you know, if he sends the TC to creep it solo, Farseer is going to be level 3 plus, maybe 3.6. Naga maybe level 2.5, I think. I doubt Naga's level 3. He might be, she might be. And then TC from that camp is going to get level 2.1 or 2.2. So 3-3-2 heroes at most from INFI. With a Stone Age army and now on equal basis. I would say normally there's no chance for INFI. Oh, there we go. He's actually stayed in the Stone Age, but going for mass Wind Riders. I don't know if he even has tier 3. Loads of Wind Riders. Is there Envenomed Spear? No. There's a big Devour Magic that got half of a Destroyer life pool. Focus firing on the Destroyer takes it down. Fiends are just destroying the Wyverns. I see one Wyvern has gone down. There's a Dust. I mean one Fiend. There's a second Fiend going down. Nice coil. Wyverns are getting webbed and picked off, and not even a dent on any of the undead heroes yet. It looks chanceless, to be honest, for INFI. But this game was recommended to me, so who knows? Maybe INFI has a chance yet. Mana dropping low on undead heroes, but he has 2 bases and he's next to a shop. How many units were killed on both sides? 38 food left for Happy is less than I expected, to be honest. How he finally lost almost all of his fiends surprises me. I would love to watch that fight again, but I don't want to break the cadence of our viewing this game right now. Fighting on Blight. Next to the undead shop seems to be the least effective thing that you could do. But INFI was trying to make as many units as quickly as possible to hit a timing attack, because he knows if I let Happy get to 80 pop, those Wyverns are going to be obsolete. Solo creeping the Lich for a near level 3. Who has more advantage from both of them having an expansion? Almost always Undead, because Undead is more efficient. They also get free mana from statues, and Orc has to buy everything with clarities. That's a good amount of Wyverns. Lich moved away smartly. Fiends are webbing and then burrowing. There's a Dust. Ring of Protection even. Destroyer, instant response. Devour Magic. sends the destroyer away. Fiend's burrowing, even though dust is still active, it still offers regeneration. Perhaps he's missed that. Oh, quick heal scroll. It looks sweaty actually for Happy. Really, really sweaty. Oh, potion of mana. Wait, who dropped that potion of mana? Let's see that one more time. I guess Naga tried to give it to the Farseer? Wait, what? Sorry to break the cadence. Yeah, Farseer just gave it to the Death Knight. And he gratefully steals it. Death Knight took it. Happy holding well here. 49 food. He has a coil. It was looking at the Farseer, but he had to save the Lich. Wyverns falling like flies. Not a lot of units left though for Happy. He's just hanging on by the skin of his teeth. It looks really hard for both, to be honest. Just 3 heroes left, no more statue. Constantly buying items to keep everything alive. And there's those wolves again. I can't believe it. This basic army is not supposed to be able to do this. Really good decision making by INFI. Wants to focus fire. That Naga has been allowed. Oh, he coiled a wolf. He coiled a wolf. Keep in mind, this is Happy on 13 ping. That's pretty crazy. I doubt INFI is under 100. He did have invul on Naga, but the Naga had been allowed to just keep shooting. Oh, this looks really interesting. Wow. So much damage. He's gonna quickly get a TP and just get the heck out of dodge. Instant turnaround. We have ghouls coming in. That destroyer was always still there. Wolves killing. He's gonna get 2 mana pots. Yeah, 2 mana pots. Wolves killing acolytes now. Oh, and snare popped. Oh, bit of a blunder. Could have happened to anyone. Destroyer a bit too close. Gets ensnared over the woods. And gets yoinked. Oh, a rare devourer on Fiends. Happy is feeling the pressure. Focusing the Kodo beast now. It's not dead yet. Using heal scroll to bridge the gap to his next coil cooldown. To heal Lich a bit. There's just a lot of orc units. I wonder at their upgrades. Don't tell me he gets the Farseer. Oh, maybe body block the Death Knight? Oh, it was on the Dark Ranger actually. That's a dead Naga. Unless he wants to save his Lich. He probably does. Not sure he can. Oh, he's gonna give Ring? Ring of Protection and Ring of Regeneration to try and keep it alive even longer. Lol. But now those items are out of his reach. Yeah, he's only mining with 8 acolytes. That's it. That's gotta be it. He gives up his base. Wow. Wow. INFI, what? I want to see that fight one more time.
Battle cruiser operational.
Ah, thanks, Miriam.
Happy birthday, sir.
Thanks very much. Let's watch that fight in his base one more time. That was crazy. Can you imagine INFI planning? He's like, okay, he's got a base. He's over 50 pop. He's turtling. Let's just attack him with 80 pop wyverns in his base. Just mass wyverns, LA Giggle. There we go. How you gonna do it? 58 food. He's also pretending he's gonna run away, and then he uses it to get in position. To instantly focus Destroyer also. Should Naga just hit the Lich to reduce his attack speed? That's 2 Fiends. killing statue. He killed one statue. We killed one statue, yes. But what about second statue? I don't think they have the second statue anymore, Pippin. And then he TP's out to protect his lead. To protect what few units he had left. Interesting. We don't actually know if Wyverns had upgrades. We can't see that. Wow. GG.